Good evening, everybody. Attention. Little pop up here, please. Charlie, Charlie. Charlie. Test, test. Good? Sounds good. Happy birthday, Dad. All right, wish me luck on this one. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. It's nice to see everybody. It's going to be hard to beat that entrance. I'm going to be nice. Thank you to all of you who helped put this party together. And of course, thank you to Rich and the band for playing.
Amen.
I'd like to take a minute to say a couple nice things about the birthday boy. Yes. Hey, listen, before I get started, I'm going to tell you that speaking publicly in front of large groups makes me a little bit nervous. So I spoke to my therapist and she told me this little trick. She told me all I have to do is look at this room and picture all the adults in their underwear. So I'm gonna give it a try, all right? Oh my God, it really works. Randy, you still wearing tighty whities? I didn't think guys wore those anymore. Mandy, what are you laughing at? Mandy, SpongeBob SquarePants underoos, really, bro? Where's Mean Gene? Oh my God, Mean Gene, does Marianne know you borrowed those? Oh my God, I hope this only works when I look at you guys and not when you look at me, because that'll clear the room out real fast. All right, let's see here. So we're here to wish my dad a happy 70th birthday. Yeah! I hear 70 is the new 50. Or at least that's what he keeps telling me. He's 70, he looks like he's 50, and he parties like he's in his 20s. Woo! Listen, you know when I run into people that know my dad, you know what they say? Your dad's an awesome guy, he's funny, and he's super nice. And I say, yes, I agree. But he's also a lot tougher and a lot stronger than people know. Not in the sense of like barroom fights and stuff like that, because that's not his style. But mentally tough and spirit strong. And he demonstrated this when he was faced with so many medical issues, such as stents, bypass surgery, strokes, heart attack, and of course, cancer. Dad, there's a lot easier ways to get attention. You do know that, right? He fought them all and continued working through all of it. He never once said, why me? And he continued to keep his sense of humor. I love that about you, Dad. You have a great sense of humor. Speaking of which, we have a picture that demonstrates his sense of humor. Check this one out over here. Oh yeah, Mr. Chaplin himself. Woo! Listen, speaking of his sense of humor, one time while being released from the hospital after having a heart attack, the doctor came in the room and said to my dad, listen, no more red meat. And my dad said, don't worry, doctor, I like my meat well done. I don't like chasing my meat around the room, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the doctor looked at me with wide eyes over the clipboard as if to say, is this fucking guy serious? And the sad part was, he was serious as a heart attack. You see what I just did there? That's pretty good. Okay, so then I asked the doctor about alcohol. I said, Doc, what about alcohol? And the doctor said, well, does he drink? And my dad was sitting on the end of the bed and he looked up and said, did you read my last name? At which point the doctor said, well, I don't have a problem with you having 1, maybe 2 beers a day. And then my dad said, well, I don't really drink during the week. Can I have 14 on Saturday with my kid? Is this true? The doctor threw the clipboard on the bed and said, what am I going to do with you? Listen, at this point, I'd like to thank my dad for some of the genetic gifts that he has bestowed upon me, such as great hair. Yeah. Woo! Although I have more gray hair than him, and I don't know how that's possible, because I'm 12 years younger than him. Do the math, folks, do the math, 12. Okay, and thank you for my intimidating height. Yep. Nobody's gonna F with this dude over here. And of course, I'd like to thank you for your great fashion sense. This guy is a fashionista. Just check it out. I got another picture over here. Oh yeah! Check it out! Woo! Holy crap! YouTube influencer right there. Not influencer, influenza. Could those pants come any higher? Listen, Dad, you're a great guy and an awesome grandfather. My dad never misses a game or a holiday with a card with a bunch of dad jokes inside, along with a couple $100 and $2 bills for Sammy. Don't ask me where he gets the $2 bills. I think he prints them. I really do. And if you don't believe me, just ask Paul Silva. Where's Paul? He used to drive Paul Silva crazy at the Whipple. Yep, Paul named him $2 Chuck. If you came in and there was $2 bills, Charlie was there. In a world where everything's going electronic payments, my dad is paying the cashiers with $2 bills and confusing the crap out of the employees at Starbucks. All right, now listen, I know you guys don't think of my dad as an IT guy or a computer guy, but he loves technology and he was a bit of a computer geek back in the day. And if you don't believe me, we have a photograph that demonstrates it. Check this out, yes. Oh yeah, MIT, here we go. Did I do that? Come on, buddy. Oh my God. That's a beauty. That is a freaking beauty. All right. Listen, I have to mention my dad's relationship with my wife, Lilo. They get along great. They joke. They bust each other's chops when we're at the beach or playing cards, and it's all in fun, of course. But the most notable thing between them is that at times she's the only one that he'll listen to. Trust me, she really is. For instance, listen, here's a hypothetical situation for you. Let's say my dad has an emergency and he needs medical attention, but he refuses to go. My mom will say, Charlie, you need to get to the hospital immediately. He'll say, shut up, I'm fine. My mom will call Cynthia or Grammy, and Grammy will try to convince him to go, but he'll say, I have a physical with my primary. I'll have him take a look at it in 3 weeks. What? Cynthia will call me. I'll try to convince him to go, but my dad will say, listen, getting across the bridge at this time of day is a pain in the ass. And the waiting room is going to be full of COVID. I'm all set. All right. So now I have no choice, right? I got to get Lilo involved. That's right. Time for the big guns. I'll ask Lilo to call him, and when she does, he'll answer and say, with a lot of enthusiasm, because that's what he does when she calls. Hey, Mama, what's up? He's in the middle of an emergency, and he's like that with her. Lilo will say, Charlie. He say, yes. Get your ass to the hospital now. Okay. Do you want me to pick you up on the way over? No, I'll meet you there. Just get your ass going. It's true. She's the only one that'll listen to. I think personally he's afraid of her. That makes two of us. But thank God for her, because we would have lost him a long time ago if it wasn't for her. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so listen, my dad genuinely loves his family and all of his friends. And guess what? He'd probably give any one of you guys the shirt off his back. I know this. It'll probably be too small for you, but it's the thought that counts. Some father and sons don't get along that good, but my dad and I, we always see eye to eye. Probably because we're both 5'2". We do good. 5'3". Dad absolutely loves NFL football, more specifically the Patriots. That is, of course, if they're winning. If they're losing, that's a whole nother story. You don't want to be on the other end of that phone call if the Pats lost. Just ask Mike Howe or Danny Fitz. You're going to need some aspirin after that one, right? Listen, Dad makes it to church every single Sunday, no matter how much we partied on Saturday. You might have seen him running into the church looking a little bit banged up. In fact, we got a picture of him right here. Oh yeah, check it out. Seriously. All right, just look at these folks. What's going on? Oh my God, this is awesome. Listen, he always says I'm going in to pray for you sinners. Yeah, okay. Okay, listen, if it's okay, I want to share a story with you guys, okay? This is a serious story. One Saturday, this past summer, I was at my friend Scott and Debbie's next door hanging at the pool with Scott, Debbie, John, Sue, Lilo, and Dad. We were crushing some beers and listening to some good tunes, because that's what we do on Saturdays, and we're damn good at it. Yes. My dad said I gotta get going, it's getting late, because I gotta get to church tomorrow. He said his goodbyes, and I walked him out to his truck. When I walked back into the pool area, everyone was still sitting at the table. My friend Susan asked me if I realized that out of the group of friends that were there, I was the only one out of that group of friends whose dad was still alive. I didn't realize that. And that statement had a profound effect on me. At that moment, I felt two things. I felt guilty, and I felt incredibly lucky. And I am incredibly lucky because I have both of my parents. But please know that I don't take one moment that I get to spend with them for granted, because I don't. In fact, I cherish every moment we're together in real time. My favorite times are the simple times, like playing scat or cornhole while listening to some good tunes, and of course, drinking some ice-cold beer. Yeah! After I answered Susan's question, my friend Debbie said to me, "Well, we love you, Dad. And I want to thank you for sharing him," which made me feel really good inside. And it gave me an idea. Maybe I could rent him out. Make some cash over off this guy, right? I don't know, I could get him a leprechaun outfit. He could do St. Patty's Day parties. No. Hold on. Look a minute. Maybe some red pajamas and a little hat. He could do Elf on a Shelf. Christmas parties. Dad, listen, I'm just busting your balls. This is a chuck roast, okay? You signed up for it. You signed up for it. You think Tom Brady had it bad? It's pretty good. Dad, I'd like to wish you good health, happiness, and another 70 years. I want to thank you for all the laughs, and please keep them coming. Dad, I want you to take a good look around this room and look at all these beautiful people, and I want you to know that they're all here for one reason, and one reason only, and that's to hear Richie and the band play. I'm just kidding. In a language that you can understand perfectly, happy freaking birthday! Oh yeah! Yeah! Nailed it! Lisa, Kate, let's do it! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Charlie! Happy birthday to you! And many more. Yes. All right. I love you, buddy.
Good job, Charlie. Yes. Hey, speech. Come on, give me a hug. I love you. Charlie's speech.
That's awesome.
Let's hear it for Charlie. Let's hear it for Chuck. How good was that?
All right, let's get some sleep.
He got through it. Good work.
Thank you.
Chuck, that was
We love you.
awesome,
I love you.
Chuck.